No one ever thought that the man who built empires on the football field would one day find himself questioning the empire he built at home, under the dazzling lights, where millions chant his name. Cristiano Ronaldo stands like an unshakable statue, yet tonight, in the silence of his own mansion, he's just a man betrayed by a whisper. A whisper that says the woman he gave the world to might be hiding a piece of her world for someone else. And that someone, not just any man, but his greatest rival, Lionel Messi. The same man who stole Ballon d'Ors from his hands, might now have stolen something far more precious, Georgina's loyalty, her heart, or maybe even her truth. The night is long, the questions are darker, and in that darkness, Ronaldo's mind is burning with one name, Messi. He stares at his phone screen, a single message glowing back at him. It's not from Georgina, not from Messi, but from someone, anonymous, an old friend, an ex-teammate, or maybe someone who wants to watch the king burn. The message is simple: check her flights. Not every trip is for you. Ronaldo's fingers tighten around the phone, knuckles whitening. He has trusted her with secrets, with his children, with his soul. But trust can drown and doubt faster than love can swim. Flashbacks of glittering red carpets, forced smiles, cold hotel rooms fill his head. The world only saw perfection. Instagram posts dripping in luxury, interviews humming with sweet words. But behind those diamond smiles, maybe cracks were always there. Maybe they were laughing behind his back. Maybe he was just too blind to see it. Outside the gates of his sprawling home, the world is still spinning. Fans scream his name. News anchors worship his records. Kids dream to be him. But inside, he's not the GOAT anymore. He's just a man who wants the truth. And the truth can kill more brutally than any defeat on the pitch. As the night deepens, Ronaldo scrolls through Georgina's photos, smiles that now look rehearsed. Trips, she said, were for shoots. And the one photo that stabs him the most, her laughing in Paris. When he was away for an away match, Paris, Messi's new kingdom. His mind races back to the Ballon d'Or gala 2 years ago, Georgina in that shimmering dress, Messi arriving with Antonella, the polite hellos, the staged photos. But what if the cameras never caught what really happened backstage? What if a glance, a whispered joke, a shared drink opened a door that should have stayed locked forever? He remembers asking her once, jokingly, "So, did Messi finally smile at you?" She laughed it off, kissed his forehead, called him jealous. Maybe he should have listened to that tiny voice that said, "Never trust the smile that hides a secret." Hours pass. He calls her, she doesn't answer. He texts her, one tick, no reply. He opens her Instagram. Active 5 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago. But not for me. The seed of betrayal roots deeper. He doesn't notice the clock striking 3 in the morning. His security team knocks at the door, asking if he's okay. He waves them off. How could they understand? The king of football, alone in a palace that feels colder than a stadium after a loss. He plays an old video, him scoring the winning goal against Barcelona. Messi watching from midfield. That rivalry fueled him for years. Now, the thought of that same man standing where he stands, touching what is his, it's enough to drive him mad. He opens the message again, check her flights. He logs into her travel account, the password she gave him years ago. Wrong. Changed. Why? The lights of his mansion flicker like dying hope. He pours a drink he won't sip, stares at a wall he can't break, and wonders, is the greatest betrayal not from an enemy, but from the one who swore she'd never leave? Morning comes like an unwanted guest. Paparazzi already crowd his gates. They know nothing yet, but rumors are like wildfire. All they need is one spark. Maybe this is it. Maybe tonight is the first crack in the fairy tale. Somewhere in Paris, a phone vibrates on a hotel nightstand. Georgina's name lights up on a private list. The person picks it up, smiles faintly, a smile that could shatter empires if seen by the wrong eyes. A camera flash, a muffled laugh, and somewhere across the ocean, Ronaldo feels the burn without even knowing why. Part 1 ends where it all begins, with a king, a whisper, and a name that won't leave his head. Messi. The world outside still chants his name, blind to the cracks widening behind his mansion's glass walls. Inside, Cristiano Ronaldo sits in the back seat of a tinted black SUV, eyes hidden behind dark sunglasses, but no lens can block out the storm inside his head. His phone is heavy in his palm, heavy with all the answers he's too terrified to find. He scrolls through Georgina's last messages, sweet words, voice notes of kids giggling, routine check-ins, perfect on the surface. But every I love you now feels like a lie rehearsed for a man who had everything except the one thing he needed most. Certainty. His agent tries to talk to him, reminding him of a press conference tomorrow. Ronaldo doesn't hear a word. His mind keeps circling back to that message. Check her flights. So he does. He's Cristiano Ronaldo. There's nothing he can't access if he wants it. Within minutes, he's pulled strings, called in favors, broken his own promise never to spy on the woman he loves. What he finds is worse than silence. It's a pattern. Trips that don't add up. Layovers in cities where Messi trains. Private shoots scheduled right when Messi's charity events happen. A dinner reservation for two under an alias in Barcelona. Same night he played away in Italy. His hands tremble as he swipes through the records. Each line another matchstick to the fire in his chest. A voice in his head screams, "It's nothing. It's a coincidence. She loves you." But the darker voice, the one that knows betrayal better than loyalty, whispers, "You've seen it before. With teammates, with friends. Everyone has a price." Everyone he lands in Madrid that evening for a charity gala, he can't cancel. Paparazzi surround the red carpet. Flashes blind him, but nothing blinds him more than seeing Georgina step out of a separate car, smile wide, dressed like a dream. To the world, she's his queen, flawless, devoted. But as she links her arm through his, he feels it, the cold gap between her warmth and his rage. Cameras catch the kiss on his cheek, the polite grin. Nobody sees the way his jaw tightens when she whispers, "You look tired." Nobody hears him answer under his breath, "Who were you with in Paris?" Her smile doesn't break. Her hand tightens on his arm. "We'll talk at home." But the world never waits for home. By midnight, blurry photos hit the gossip pages, Georgina exiting a luxury hotel in Paris alone. But 2 minutes before, a shadowy figure walks out another exit, not clear enough to confirm it's Messi. Not clear enough to deny it either. And sometimes, half-truths are sharper than facts. Social media loses its mind. The king and the rival, bound by trophies, now torn by betrayal. Hashtags trend. Hashtag Georgina, MESSI. Hashtag Ronaldo betrayed. Hashtag MESSIHOMEWRECKER. TV pundits dissect old footage. A harmless smile here. A fleeting glance there. Suddenly, every staged photo becomes evidence. Every polite nod, a crime. Ronaldo's inner circle scrambles. His PR team tells him to post a family photo. Smile. Show unity. Kill the rumor. But he can't. He can't fake another lie for the world when the biggest lie might be sleeping under his own roof. He sits alone in his gym at 3 a.m., the hum of machines louder than the pounding in his head. He replays old interviews, Georgie praising his loyalty, his sacrifices. But now those words taste like poison. He pulls up Messi's latest interview. Messi's calm face, careful answers, that signature line, "I don't get involved in drama," but maybe drama found him anyway. His phone buzzes, a message from an unknown number. "You deserve to know the truth. Meet me." Attached is a grainy photo, Georgina, laughing in a cafe. Across the table, a man with his back turned, the build, the posture unmistakable, Messi or a lookalike, he can't tell, but the seed is enough. Dawn breaks, but for Ronaldo, the night only deepens. He walks into the master bedroom, Georgina is there, asleep, looking like the innocent girl he fell for. But innocence can be a mask. He stands at the doorway, wondering if he's looking at his greatest love or his biggest downfall. She stirs awake, sensing his stare. "Come to bed," she whispers. But tonight, there's no sleep for the king. He leaves the room, phone in hand, fire in his chest. The message said, "Meet me." And Cristiano Ronaldo has never run from a match, not on the pitch, not in life. Ronaldo steps out into the night like a hunter chasing a ghost. The streets of Madrid are asleep, but his mind is wide awake, poisoned by shadows that refuse to die. His driver waits, engine humming like a heartbeat that's too afraid to stop. The address from the message is a small cafe on the outskirts. Too ordinary for a storm that's about to destroy everything. As the car cuts through empty streets, Ronaldo stares at his reflection in the window. The same face millions worship, the same eyes that have seen trophies lifted, dreams shattered, empires built. But tonight, all that power feels useless against one thing he can't control: betrayal. Betrayal. He arrives before dawn. The cafe is closed, but a single light burns inside. He walks in. A hooded figure sits at the far corner, head down, phone in hand. Ronaldo doesn't bother sitting, his voice slices through the stale air. "Show me." Figure lifts their head. It's not a tabloid rat, not a blackmailer for money. It's a man who once stood in his locker room, a staff member he trusted with secrets, errands, private bookings. The man's eyes are bloodshot, voice shaking. Cristiano, I never wanted to get involved. But I couldn't watch you living in a lie. He slides a phone across the table. On it, blurry videos, hotel corridors, a restaurant's back door, Georgina, stepping out, a man's shadow following. The face isn't clear, but the build, the walk, the unmistakable tilt of the head, Messi, or someone made to look like him. Ronaldo's fists clench. Why? The man trembles. Money. They pay people to look like him, to fake sightings, to break you. Rival fans, shady tabloids, they want headlines, they want your downfall. But maybe it's more than just gossip now. Maybe Georgina is hiding something you deserve to know. Ronaldo grabs the phone, rewinds, freezes every frame, searching for the truth in pixels that lie better than people. Rage battles. Reason inside him. He could walk away. He could confront Georgina at home. But champions don't wait, they finish it here, now. He drives back before the sun can catch him. He storms through the mansion doors, security steps aside, too afraid to stop the storm, wearing his face. Upstairs, Georgina stands at the window, robe wrapped around her, a calm smile masking a war inside her eyes. He throws the phone on the bed, the video plays on repeat, shadow after shadow, her stepping out, laughing. Her voice is steady. This means nothing. But for Ronaldo, it means everything. His voice is a whisper that could shatter glass. Did you ever love me? Or was I just a trophy? 2. She steps closer, reaches for his face. He flinches like her touch burns. Her words drip sweet, poisonous honey. I chose you, Cristiano. Always you. But you were never here. You were busy being a god. I needed someone human. The name spills out before he can stop it. Messi. The silence that follows is worse than any scream. She doesn't nod. She doesn't deny. She just lets the silence answer for her. Somewhere, a phone buzzes, a news alert. Anonymous source claims. Messi denies all allegations. The world outside spins its own story, but inside these walls, only the raw truth matters. He laughs a broken, hollow sound. The king who won every match, but lost the only game he thought he'd never have to play. He doesn't shout. He doesn't beg. He turns away, picks up his bag, leaves the room without looking back. For the first time, the man who never quits decides to forfeit. Outside, cameras wait like hungry wolves, but tonight, they won't get their shot. Tonight, they'll only see the doors close, the lights go out, the kingdom silent. Behind those walls, Georgina stands alone, maybe guilty, maybe innocent, maybe just tired of living in someone else's perfect story. And Messi, maybe he's somewhere, laughing at rumors that turned a king into a ghost. Or maybe he's wondering when this nightmare will knock on his door too. One truth remains. The greatest rivalries are not on the pitch, they're in the heart. And no trophy ever shines brighter than trust, once broken, never whole again. In the end, Cristiano Ronaldo